yards in the fourth quarter, and they had been kind of running all over the place. What were you able to do to kind of change the game back in your favor?
You know, we obviously we were playing some desperation-style defense in the fourth quarter. Coach Moore and I had spoken on the phones about it and said, hey, we don't have a choice but to let it all hang out, which we did. We took some chances. We took what I like to call brave pill on so many occasions in that fourth quarter because we had to. We had no choice. We had to get the ball back for the offense. So it was just, we had no other way to do it. But we felt that if we could get the ball back, that we got the momentum going because they were going to score. You could see that, you know, Texas A&M had kind of thought that the game was over, and our kids never quit and never sensed that on the sideline. Even at halftime, I looked in their eyes and I said, hey, we're going to change some things. They were very businesslike. They nodded their heads in agreement. I looked in their eyes, and they looked fine. They were ready to go. So, you know, a lot of times in first games, as you know, what happens is you're not used to the tempo, they're playing your scout team. A lot of those things happen, and you got to survive. And I say that all the time. You have to survive in a first game. The first half is important. And you know, we gave up again, which is uncharacteristic of us. Was the big plays. That's what hurts us. You know, I don't mind if a team comes out and puts together a 16-play drive. You know, way to go. Can you do it twice? And it's big plays that just demoralize. We fought back from that tonight. I don't know how many yards he had rushing in the first half, but it was incredible.
286.
Thank you. Jeez, you're on top of that. You were waiting for me to say that, weren't you? I knew it was coming. But anyway, that's not us, and we're not going to be able to do that, to give up that kind of yardage.
One play that Mike overlooked, I think it was Keyshawn, who had a sack that kind of pushed them back, and then they missed the field goal. How big was that?
Yeah, that was huge. Keyshawn, actually, I got to see the move on television. He just kind of stuck in and came around the guy and hung on to him. And Keyshawn's had a great preseason for us. I think somebody tipped the field goal. I'm not sure who did. The official signal tip. I'm not sure if it was just a low liner. But obviously, that was a huge play in the game.
I think you used the word brave pill. Describe what the.
It's another one I knew you'd figure out. Well, you know, I think there's times in a game when you're asking your secondary to play zero coverage. You're not blitzing. You're not getting after the quarterback. You've got three linebackers sitting behind the football. Hey, you know, to ask those corners and safeties to play man-to-man with no pressure, they've got to be able to hang in there. That sometimes that's tough on them. That's not fair to ask them to do that. That's what I mean by taking a break, but we're asking them to do some things that's very tough to do. And we asked them to do that tonight in the from the middle of the third quarter to the fourth. Boy, I'll tell you, I don't know how many times, an awful lot of times tonight. And that's what I mean by that. You know, you normally don't do that, but we didn't have a choice.
Jim was talking about going to the base defense in the second half.
You know, and once again, a tribute to our players. We hadn't practiced base probably in at least a week and a half, maybe. You know, once we got done the preseason and started to focus on them, we just felt that gave us better options, depending on what personnel they brought into the game. When they brought in 86, we played it different, and then we kind of figured out that 89 was not a tight end, really. They were going to use him as a 10 look. As that developed, we started to figure out that, you know, what number 15 was, you know, Aaron Hansford, what was he? Because we had different game plans for each of them. And then once the game started to settle, we realized what truly they were when they came into the game. That's the hard thing about Texas A&M. You got to give a lot of credit and Coach Knoll with all the different personnel groups. You know, what are they? Is it truly 11? Is it 10? Is it 11S? There's a lot of different variables, and we were able to tie that down pretty, especially in the third quarter.
Coach, talk about the game that number 15, Phillips had as a freshman.
You know, Jalen, obviously, I think he'd probably tell you he wasn't happy. He did some things tonight that he's uncharacteristic of him. And that's going to come with the mature process as he gets going. You know, Jalen lost the edge a couple times, but, you know, first game, freshman, I thought he played outstanding for what we asked him to do. Obviously, we didn't have a chance to kind of ease him into any situation. He got right into the fire from the get-go. So you're going to have that. He's going to learn from playing. I think he's going to be a phenomenal player. He's a phenomenal young man, and I'm awful proud that he's on our football team.
Coach, what are your thoughts on Mulcahy's performance? You said you didn't practice base defense all week, and then he comes in there and seamless
just goes in and makes a big impact.
Yeah, a real tribute to him. Now, Coach White does, like Coach Martin, does move guys around there so they're able to do it. So they do get work in the nickel package. And then because we're able to do that, we can shift back to that base defensive package, which, you know, I don't know how many times we played in the second half, maybe 10 or 11 snaps, or 12 even in the second.